Greetings, Dovahkiin, and welcome back. So as we're still waiting for the trials of Trinimac, we started Forgotten City in the last episode, so we're going to continue our investigation on why this beautiful place gets destroyed.
Oh, hello there.
So we have some optional objectives here. We can find some skooma, 2 people want it, and find a way of getting some dwarven armor off some guy. I forgot his name, Rikers, something like that. So last episode, I think we talked to everybody on this floor. So we're going to move down to the next floor and continue to investigate people. Investigate people? Interview people, I guess. Alright.
Hey, I saw that. Look at me. Do you think I don't notice when you check someone out?
I wasn't, Dom. I swear. Please don't be angry with me.
What's going on here?
My name is Domitus, not Dom. You know, one of these days, those wandering eyes of yours are going to get you in real trouble.
Jeez, what a controlling jerk. It's Sofia.
Not here. He can hear us.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna talk to him first though, okay? So you go wherever you need to go and I'll talk to you later. Alright, Dominus, what's your
What is
problem,
it?
man? What's your story?
I'm sorry, what's my story? What an oblivion is your story? How
So-
dare you come in here like you own the place and expect me to explain myself to you?
Don't make me break that nose of yours. My apologies, but answer the questions before I hurt you, Dominus.
I beg your pardon. Did you just threaten to hurt me? Is that supposed to make me frightened of you? Let me explain something to you, peasant.
Do I look like a
Cut
peasant?
A single hair on my beard, cast a single spell, fire a single arrow, and the dwarves' law means you're dead. Dead.
And who would execute
Got it?
such a law?
You might have been somebody important in your old life, but down here, you're no one. Here, I own you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, there's so much I can do. I don't like your attitude. I think I'm just gonna kill you. Maybe I can't hurt you, but you can't hurt me either. That's true. You know, speaking to people like that is gonna provoke someone to hit you.
Nonsense. Not even a peasant like you would be stupid enough to do that. Everybody knows it would break the dwarves' law and get us all killed. So I'll speak to you and the other peasants as I see fit, and there's nothing you can do about it. Got it? Now get out of my sight. I'm sick of you.
Jeez. With this law in place, it's like internet anonymity in like real time, in person, in real life.
Get away from me, peasant.
All right,
I don't
so-
want anyone seeing us together.
I really don't like that guy. All right, let's talk to her now.
We can talk, but be quick. Domitus could be back any second.
You know, with this law, that makes you pretty immune to all kinds of stuff too. You could just tell him to go screw himself. What's your story, Sofia?
I'm Sofia. I'm from Markarth, from a part called the Warrens. If you've never gone there, don't. Just don't. About a year ago, I met a guy there. Said he was there for business. Nobody has any business being in the Warrens. But he had coin, and when he saw me, I saw a way out. Long story short, I followed him here. The more I think about it, though, I would have been better off in the Warrens with the beggars and skeevers.
Jeez, stop that. It's one of the idle mods that I'm using that causes that.
We can talk, but be quick.
Yeah.
Domitus could be back any second.
Why couldn't you talk to me in front of Domitus? Yeah, really, why couldn't you? I mean, it's not like he could do anything.
Because he's incredibly nasty when he gets angry, and if he saw us speaking, he'd be furious.
He's right there, behind you. Be careful. Don't the laws here protect you from him?
If only. Look, whoever dreamt up the dwarves' law didn't think it through. Maybe it was meant to protect people, but what it really does is make everybody too afraid to stand up for themselves or challenge people in power, and Domitus knows that. He's next in line as Jarl of this place, so he gets his way by threatening to punish anyone who doesn't do what he wants. He's never physically hit anyone here, but the point is he doesn't have to. I've seen him make grown men cry. Nords, they don't cry easily. I cry most days. I think about leaving him, but where would I go? He says he'd make sure I wound up living in poverty again, like poor old Dooley.
I see. I'm gonna be more helpful. Is there anything I could do to help?
No, interfering will only make things worse. The only way you can help me is to find a way out of this city, or do something about the dwarves' law. I don't know if there's a way out or not, but there are places beneath this city nobody has ever explored. If I were you, I'd start with the tunnels.
Tunnels? Where are the tunnels? Yeah, I'll do my best.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
Okay, so we can go back up to Metadlis?
Not here.
Talk to him
He
about
can
that
hear us.
guy. Or I can continue interviewing people. Since I'm on this floor, I'm going to interview people. Nobody in this room. Okay, we're going to keep moving. Someone's doing some crafting or sharpening their weapon or something. And it sounds like it's in here. There he is. Who is this making all this ruckus? Hey, Marius.
Look, I have a visitor. How lucky for me.
Considering the population size of this place, you should be lucky. This is lucky. Hey, Marius. That sounds like an imperial name.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
I have a visitor.
What's your
How
story,
lucky for
Scarface?
me. My story? It's about a quiet man who preferred to keep to himself. Short and sharp.
Geez, so many rude people. Is there any point of asking this? I don't think so.
Yes, I do. Death. Death is the only way out of here.
In COC commands. Alright, I'll go.
You do that.
Alright, so Marius isn't very chatty. I think that goes back outside, right? Let's see. Yeah. Alright, so let's go back up to Metalis and talk to him about Dominus. Whatever his name is. What a stupid name. It's a cool name, it feels like a cool character, but that guy's a jerk, so it's a horrible name. Boy, you get your workout running up and down these ramps. Okay, where was he? Was he in his room or was he outside? Yeah. Alright, he must be outside. There he is. Right.
Hello again, my friend. Any word about the matter we discussed?
Yeah, I met this jerk. I know who's going to destroy the city. Actually, there's this other option here. Could I ask you to clarify something for me?
Of course. What do you want me to clarify?
What do you want from me?
I need you to investigate the city, talk to my people, help them, if it'll win their trust. You can even go through their... You must work out who is going to... As Jarl, I authorize you to go... You're welcome.
Alright, nothing new.
Now, was there something else?
Do we really know that he's going to destroy the city, Dominus? Not really, we just know he's a jerk, but okay, whatever.
Well, I hope your investigation has been thorough. I don't want you accusing the first person you suspect. So, who is it?
It wasn't very thorough, I just don't like him. It's Dominus, his arrogance is going to provoke someone... Well, that's true. If a simple act of violence... I should test that. I'm kind of curious to see if that'll actually do something if I attack someone. It's Dominus. His arrogance is going to provoke someone.
Yes. Domitus has become increasingly cocky and aggressive, ever since I told him I might look to him as my successor one day. It has occurred to me that if he keeps it up, somebody is going to snap and attack him, even with the threat of the dwarves' law.
I was tempted. So what do we do now?
There's only one thing left to do. I need you to kill him for me, but you need to be discreet about it, so as not to break the dwarves' law.
Huh?
You see, I believe we're being watched by the dwarven statues and busts all around the city. But there are blind spots, areas where they can't see us. One of those areas is the tunnels below the city. If you can lure your suspect down there and kill him, no one will ever know. Ugly business, I know, but it's the only way to save my people, to save us all. It'll be our little secret. Can I count on you one last time?
How do you know for sure? I mean, this sounds like quite the gamble, but alright, I'll do it.
Good. Thank you. Now, here's a key to the tunnels under the city. You can enter via the basement of your own chambers, or any of the others.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
I knew I could count on you. Sometimes even good people have to do regrettable things. Let me know once it's done.
Okay, do I want to do that? I want to continue investigating. I kind of want to complete those optional objectives, you know, finding the skooma and getting the armor.
Hello again, my friend. Any word about the matter we discussed?
Like, if I go in the tunnels and kill that guy, will it proceed to the next quest, considering those are optionals?
Hello again, my friend.
Oh my
Any
god.
word
Get away
about
from me.
the matter we discussed?
Okay, I'm gonna do the optionals first if I can. Let's pretty much talk to everyone, but let me verify where this entrance is to tunnels first. He said my chambers of any house. Did I didn't even find my chambers. I think it might be the houses outside actually. How do I get out? Which floor am I on? Alright, we're on the second floor. Okay, let's go outside, see if we can find my house first. Okay, so we're outside. And it'd be a good idea to check everyone else's houses, too. Because Forgotten City does have collectibles, you know. Okay, so these are the houses, I'm guessing. One of these are mine, probably? Whose house is this? Broll. And he said every house has access to the tunnels. That's interesting. What if the tunnels are for evacuation or something? Alright, so we're gonna look at everything, see if there's any collectibles.
Neighbor.
Hey, bro!
Hello, neighbor. Made any exciting new discoveries?
Yeah, but I can't tell you about it. What's your story, bro?
My story? What a strange question. You presuppose that my life is a simple linear sequence of events which can be summed up in a verbal narrative?
Yeah.
Well, that's nonsense, of course. First, most of it was so long ago I barely remember. Second, you would have to assume that the account I give you is biased heavily in my favor, and is therefore quite unreliable.
That's why it's called Your Story.
And finally, my story is really much less interesting than this mysterious place. Now, do you have any sensible questions, or can I get back to work?
Yeah, I'll take that, never mind. I just want to know what you do. Where you from? Why you gotta be so rude?
Well, why didn't you say so? I researched Dwarven history and technology, and I'm originally from Kragenmoor in Morrowind. Any other questions?
So many. Do you know what's the big glowing orb above us? Yeah, what is that?
That is the sun under the ground. Or at least that's how it's referred to in the Dwarven text we've managed to translate. I must confess, I haven't the faintest idea of how it works. But it seems to be giving us light and allowing us to grow crops, even under the ground. Of course, if it ever stops glowing, for whatever reason, we'll all be in quite a lot of trouble. But don't concern yourself with such dark thoughts. I'm sure we have nothing to worry about.
Okay, so as long as it glows, we can grow crops, we can eat. What can you tell me about the laws here? Yeah.
Well, the dwarves who built this city left inscriptions in the citadel, which translate to, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." My research leads me to believe that if a single member of our community sins, it'll trigger an event, killing us all. I believe such an event occurred some years ago, which is why Metellus found the city littered with burnt corpses. But to this day, there are many questions we simply don't have answers for. How is the Dwarves' Law still being enforced? How does it work? And we may never know, as long as nobody attacks or steals from anybody else. Until we know more, we all need to be on our best behavior.
Completed, talk to Brawl. Okay, that's cool. I didn't realize that was an optional, but that's cool. Do you know anything about time travel?
Time travel? You know, as it happens, I do. It was a great obsession of mine for years after my wife passed. I thought if I could go back, I gave up on that idea a long time ago. But recently the Jarl has asked to see my research notes. How strange that you should now take an interest too. Can I ask what the nature of your interest is in this unusual subject?
Who isn't interested in time travel? That would be really cool. I traveled here from the future. I want to go back.
I don't quite know what to say to that. How can I put this charitably? Perhaps you're tired and emotional and need some rest. But I always enjoy discussing my theories with a receptive mind. So I'll humor you. What did you want to ask?
Oh, I really appreciate that, bro. If you traveled to the past, how would you return to the present?
For argument's sake, if you found yourself in that position, you'd have only two options. To live out your days in the past, or force a paradox. A paradox, you see, would involve changing the past so as to prevent the events which caused you to travel back in time in the first place. But you'd be taking a big risk by doing that. Who knows what the consequences would be? Some say that whatever you do, it will lead you right back to the future that took you back in time in the first place. An eternal loop, if you will. But me, I believe that creating a paradox should fling you back to your original time, having changed the past for you and everyone else.
Interesting theory, so. Okay, so how about I create a paradox?
Well, let's say for argument's sake that you really have traveled here from the future. You could create a paradox in a few different ways. Essentially, you could do anything that would remove your means or motivation to return to the past. For example, you came here to achieve some goal. Achieving that goal would mean you will never have been motivated to come here. A paradox. Or, if the thing that allowed you to travel back in time is still here, as a past version of itself, you could simply destroy it, I suppose. That would mean, of course, that you will never have been able to travel back in time. Another paradox. But doing so could have terrible consequences. But if you really are from the future, as unlikely as that is, telling me or anybody else what happens next could have disastrous consequences too. I think it's best if we talk about something else.
So I guess the paradox we're working towards is preventing this destruction from happening, right? That would cause a paradox. That would remove our motivation of coming back to try to solve it, right? Why not?
Now that's an interesting question. I personally don't know any way out, no. However, I have a theory. It's more of a hypothesis, really. My thinking is that if there was a way out of here, the dwarves who built this place must have known about it.
We could try digging out. Why not? But the dwarves disappeared ages ago.
True, but we can learn all sorts of things about them from what they left behind. Inscriptions, architecture, relics, statues. And while I've discovered many things here, there are some parts of the city I haven't been able to get to.
Tunnels.
I'm most interested in the palace, above the lake. Unfortunately, it's sealed up tight. Only one man ever managed to enter, and he never came out.
How'd he get in?
That was Narnabas, and we haven't heard from him in years. Strange fellow. I believe he was looking for the secrets of the dwarves too. If you could find a way in there, I'm sure it would tell us a great deal about this place. Who knows what secrets we could uncover.
Okay, find a way into the abandoned palace. Cool, how we going now?
Very well. Come back if you think of any questions about something you discover.
Cool. Alright, I'm really liking this mod. It's very intriguing. I love paradox stories. Alright, so... is that to the tunnels? Yeah. Don't steal anything, Boda. He's itching to steal. I can go in through there. Is this his house in its entirety?
Exciting new discoveries.
This is his bedroom, I guess. Good thing it doesn't rain here. You'd be flooded out, man. I guess he goes out to eat. There's nothing, no way to cook. What if I see a book I want? I'd be so tempted to steal it. Thank God for the, what do you call it? The sun orb? The sun under the ground? I forget what he called it. My memory sucks. Oh, this is my chambers. Alright, so this is home, I guess. And it's exactly the same thing as Barol's place. At least the bed is upstairs. I even have a chest with stuff in it. Nothing I want. And the tunnel's down here. Okay, so we know how to get to the tunnels now, so that's cool. Okay, I guess the best way to kill what's-his-face, Dominus, is to take him through our chambers, I guess. So, no witnesses, I guess. And this is Lucky's chambers. Lucky? I don't know how you pronounce that. Usually people with the name Lucky are very unlucky. Let's see. Ooh. Torch bug in a jar. Good thing I don't need it. Because I would want it so bad. Just ingredients. Maybe this person's an alchemist. Oh, there she is. Lucky. Lucky, sorry to intrude, but...
Oh, a new person. Well, welcome to our city. Or whatever it is the Jarl tells us to say.
Interesting. Alright, Lucky, I've been asking this of everyone. What's your story?
I'm Lukey.
Lukey.
I'm what passes for an alchemist and healer around here. I'll be honest, I don't much care for dealing with people, or healing them, but I wouldn't trust anyone else around here with the responsibility. And I guess somebody's gotta do it, right?
Yeah, you could be toiling away in the field, so I guess you got a pretty cush job, given the situation. It sounds like you don't think much of your neighbors. Why?
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like my neighbors. I don't like anyone.
Oh.
Stupid, untrustworthy, selfish, ugly creatures we humans are. But you know what? At least down here, people are on their best behavior most of the time, what with the dwarves' law and all. I mean, people are still bastards, but at least they have to be discreet about it. Nobody's openly violent, and nobody's ever stolen anything from me.
Openly violent, she says, so I guess maybe violence has been happening, on the down low. Do you know a way out of here?
There isn't one. This place is like a firefly trap. One way in, no way out. Could be worse, though. You could be living in bloody Skyrim.
I love Skyrim. A firefly trap. That's the first time I've ever heard of that. Have you guys ever heard of a firefly trap? How does that work? Brandis. Why am I asking about Brandis? My memory.
Yes. Poor Brandis. I've been doing my best to keep the poor fool alive.
Oh!
What of him?
That guy. The guy that's having mental problems, I guess. What happened to him?
He came here with his partner, full of big talk about how Stendar sent them to purge some great evil from beneath the city. Now, none of us know exactly what's down there. But if there is a great evil, then it made the mighty Stendar look like a milk drinker. All I know is nobody with half a brain should go down there. Not without a way to protect themselves from the energy that killed poor Brandis.
Okay. About Brandis.
Yes. What about him?
Can I help in some way?
Yes, I suppose. Just go down and check up on him for me, would you? His house is not far from here, down in the inner ring of the city.
Okay. I guess I should see what she has for sale.
Just a small selection of potions. Ingredients are in short supply here. Happy to buy yours if you have any.
Being the hoarder I am, I probably have a lot. You don't even have any potions. What are you talking about? Alright, I'm going.
Alright. See you soon, neighbor.
I think she'd be a prime candidate for PETA. PETA? PETA. That's if she likes animals. Something tells me she doesn't even like animals. Alright, that's it for this row. Let's keep going. There's a lower entrance to this place. Have I been on that level? What is this door? Open for... Oh, what? Am I not in the Forgotten Ruins? Alright, we're gonna save that door for a little bit later. Alright, we checked those buildings out. What is this structure over here? I guess this would be the town square. Yeah. I guess this is where they would do their minor retail stuff. Honest Trader. Oh, that's the name of the place. Alright, Honest Trader, where are you? Does this go to the tunnels too? Yeah, sure does. Okay, several entrances to the tunnels down below. And I'm assuming only me and Metalist has a key down there. I wonder why it keeps it locked off. And why anyone hasn't really, asked him about that. Right, so these are all stores, I'm guessing. The Firefly Finery. I could buy some clothes down here. Maybe these clothes are collectible, let's see. Noble Fur. Reward notice. Talk to Habig about his missing ring. Golden ring belonged to our deceased son. High sentimental value. Reward available for retrieval. Okay. Another optional. Lots of optional stuff to do. I like it. This kind of feels like an MMO. You know, like a big quest hub type situation. Another tunnel entrance. Alright, cool. Racking up these little missions and quests. Oh, got some people walking around. Let's talk to them while we can. Oh, that's Habig, the one missing the ring, and Miranda. Let's talk to Habig.
Hello there.
Hey there. What's your story, Habig?
I'm Habig. I live out back with my wife, Miranda. We used to live in solitude, but, we had to leave. Found this place by accident, like most. The Jarl needed someone to mind the store. So I volunteered. Doesn't make any money, of course. Not enough customers. The Jarl says he likes to keep us busy and out of trouble. But of course, he and all his cronies in the Citadel never seem to lift a finger.
I don't know, I'm starting to think maybe farming would be the best job considering how bored everyone must be. Why'd you leave Solitude?
Our son was working at my stables outside the city. He was alone when he had a visit from some Imperial, a cousin of the High King. This Imperial thought he'd just take one of the horses as a tithe. Guess he didn't think a 12-year-old boy was going to stop him. But Limar wouldn't stand for it. And as the thief rode off, my son managed to shoot an arrow into his shoulder. But I wasn't there at the time. I came back from the market to find my son's body, trampled in the dirt. It was... I can't begin to describe it. I was shattered. I went straight to Torig's court and demanded justice. But I guess that word doesn't mean much to an Imperial. Instead, he seized my stables and told me if I ever set foot in Solitude again, my wife and I would end up the same way as Limar. So we left. Wandered Skyrim for a while, and eventually wound up here. I was hoping this place would be better. I was wrong.
It's kind of funny how everyone just accidentally found this place like it's Lost or something. You know, Lost, a TV show. I mean, I entered through by falling into a hole. I wonder if there's other ways to enter this city. The Jarl is so unfair. Why don't you overthrow him? I don't know if I want to go that route. Okay, I'm going to go that route.
I wish it was that simple. But with the Dwarves' Law, everybody here is terrified of doing anything wrong, in case it gets us all killed. The Dwarves wrote, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." But we don't know what they meant by sin. Theft. Violence, probably. But maybe they meant all sorts of things, like dishonesty or disobedience to the Jarl. That's what Metellus would like us to think, anyway. So I could ignore his orders. Sure. I could even lead an uprising against him. Gods know most of us are sick of him, but I'd be risking the lives of everyone here, and I just don't want to be responsible for that. So here I am, running my shop. Could be worse.
But they're tired of the food here. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's talk about something else. Maybe the Dwarves' Law is just a ruse to ensure obedience. Yeah, sounds like something a dictator would say, someone like Putin.
Don't be a fool. That sort of dangerous talk could get us all killed. If you don't believe me, go and talk to Broll. Dunmer fellow. Can't miss him.
This has nothing to do with Skyrim, and something I came across from, I think it was Joe Rogan, the podcast he had a guest on, saying one of the big propagandas that's like pervasive in Russia right now. I don't mean to be controversial. I'm sorry if you're Russian. I have nothing against Russian people. But one of the big propagandas is one of the reasons why Russia's doing so poorly in Ukraine is because there's gay demons running things in Ukraine. Yeah, that's just, yeah, it is what it is. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Do you know a way out?
No, I don't. But I'd wager that if anyone does know a way out, it's the Jarl. But of course, if he told anyone, he'd be ruling over an empty city.
Yeah, no reason to come here. There's no resources, no industry. About your missing ring, any leads?
Ah, you saw my notice then. What about it?
Well, I'd like to help. Any idea where I should start looking?
Thank you. The ring belonged to my son, Limar. He wore it everywhere. He told me it was a gift from a strange wood elf he met in the forest once. It was the only thing I had to remind me of him. But a while ago, I dropped it down the stairs in my shop, and it rolled under a door at the bottom. The trouble is, I've never been able to unlock the door, or work out what's down there. But I'm sure it's possible, because I hear noises down there.
Ooh.
So I'll bet that somebody, somewhere in the city, knows a way down there. And who knows what else you'll find once you get in.
Access the tunnels. Well, I can access the tunnels. Alright, I'll be going now.
Alright, thanks for stopping by.
Cool. And where'd your wife go, Miranda? She walked this way. Maybe she went in here. Well, he is minding the store, right? So they kind of live here. Miranda! Okay, she's not here. I'm sure we'll come across her in our wanderings. Okay, so we already looked up there. Did we check all the shops? Yeah, we went there. Okay, fresh produce. Well, I guess I could do have fresh produce. Let's see who's in here. Maybe he mans one store and she mans another. Cabbages and leeks and potatoes for everyone. Well, they do have mushrooms. I like mushrooms. Mushrooms are good. In Japan, they have these really large mushrooms. I forgot what they're called. And they cook it by grilling it on like charcoal. Delicious. Right, so moving on. We can go down towards that way, towards the lake house. Or, wait a minute, there was this, whatever this is here. Probably someone else's house. Got a few more places to look over here. Cool. Lavender. Brandis' house. So do they build new houses as they need them, or like how does this work, I wonder? Looks kind of like a fireplace, but there's water in there and a plug or something. Immaculate Dwarven boots. And there's a display, and it's not stealing. Mine. Talk to an expert about Immaculate Dwarven boots. Armor. Is this guy that... Brandis. Brandis? Yeah, this guy. They mentioned him. He got burned. I forgot who he is already. What's all this weird stuff on here? Nothing. Hey, Brandis, you don't have to get up. I just want to talk to you.
You there. Come over here.
Oof. He's been burned, man. What happened to you?
What? That doesn't matter now. I don't have much time. I just need you to listen to me. The others all think I'm mad.
Well, I just traveled in the future, so they think I'm mad too, I think. What did you want to tell me? How about I put you out of your misery?
Stendarr. He plants these images in my head. He shows me secrets. Made me come here.
What did you see?
Something terrifying. Deep in the earth beneath the city. Powerful. And evil. I went down into the tunnels to destroy it. But the energy... it seeps into your bones. Please. Please, you must find a way to get down there. And finish what
Oh no, Brandis! Yeah, he was the vigilant of Stendarr. Oh, rest in peace. Why wasn't the alchemist here trying to help him? Maybe she did. Amulet Stendarr, arm bandages, head bandages, and robes. Alright. Well, I guess it's not stealing because he's dead. Oh, there's a note. Brandis' will. He has a will and testament, huh? I, Brandis, of the vigilance of Stendarr, make this will. I leave all my worldly possessions, including my immaculate dwarven boots, to whoever is willing to continue my mission to rid this place of evil that lies buried beneath the city. May Stendarr's blessing protect you. You know, I didn't even look at the stats of these boots. Let's look at these boots. Immaculate dwarven boots. Makes wearer immune from radiation when worn as a complete set. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to need an entire suit of armor to go down below without harm, which means I'm going to leave these two up top when things get that dicey. Wow, This is really cool. I'm very intrigued. That looks like a dead body. Jeshel, wake up! Huh. Where'd you get Hagraven feathers and the lavender honey dumpling? I guess we're gonna go to our house. Golden Sentinel. Oh, they have a tavern. So I guess they have ale and other beverages to help them pass the time. Wow, this place is pretty big. That's a big bar for such a small population. I wonder how they heat these things. Looks like coal fires. Are there trees down here? They're watching us. Big Brother's watching. Is there no one here? I don't think there's anyone here. Guess these are stoves. I guess that's a sink with hot water, maybe? Don't know. I don't see any barrels, so... Well, there is a barrel, so maybe they do have ale. I can unlock it and it's not stealing? Let me save, just in case. Potato moonshine! Makes sense. Skooma! I found some skooma. Cool. I only got one bottle, though. Who should I give it to? The cook or the daughter? What's her name? Sofia? Forget her name. Okay, so we got some skooma. That's good. Okay. Guess we're gonna look for her house or what this key locked up, huh? Jeshel. Look like ore. Wow, this place is a lot bigger than I thought. Oh, no. I'm looking back the way we came from. That's the tavern. Maybe this is her house. Habika. Oh, this is their house. Habika and Miranda's house. Okay, so they don't live in the shops. Alright, it's Miranda and he. What is this? Oh, it's just a partition. You're not mad I'm in your house, are you? The Jarl said I could enter anyone's house.
What are you doing here? Get out.
Oh, he did say we had to leave if they wanted us to, though. Alright, I'm leaving. Don't bring the wrath of Dwarf's Law on top of me. 3 a.m. It's hard to tell what time of day it is. I mean, that globe doesn't dim, you know? Alright, should we spend the night? Because I want to have free access to everyone's home. Alright, we're going to go home, sleep until what they call morning, and continue our investigation. Hopefully the NPCs don't get shuffled too much. Okay, our house is in the middle, right? Oh, it does get brighter, actually. Yeah, this was like daytime. Okay, so we were down in the lower area. Still want to talk to Miranda. She's probably in her shop now. Oh, that must be the guy with the armor.
We can talk, but be quick. Dominus
What do you want?
I would like your armor, please. What's your story, Rikers?
Get out of my face, milk drinker.
What? You can't do nothing to me. What's your problem?
My problem is that I'm the only one around here whose head isn't buried in the sand. That's my problem.
What accent is that? Maybe it's just made up accents. What do you mean?
I mean, everyone acts like nothing's wrong. But we're one stupid mistake away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's every man for himself. You've been warned.
Right, so then accent is kind of a mix of Khajiit and I forgot the name of the accent. Michael Caine has that accent. Why am I forgetting the name of that accent? Oh god, what's wrong with my memory? Alright, what do you think is coming?
I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling these statues are watching us? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it.
Well, they're watching you. Cockney's accent. He's like a Khajiit Cockney hybrid accent. Alright. Well, I am working on that. Do you know a way out of here?
If I did, I wouldn't be standing here listening to you.
Alright, it's a good thing we didn't go down to the tunnels yet, because I think we need that armor. Okay, about that shiny dwarven armor you got. You're missing the boots, aren't you?
What about it?
I needed to complete the set.
Not my problem.
Come on. I'll buy it from you.
It's not for sale.
Sons of bitches. Are there any others like it?
Nope. This is the only one like it in the whole city.
Give it to me or I'll kill you and take it. I want it!
Oh, well in that case, you still can't have it. Let me be clear. The only way you'll get this armor is if you peel it from my corpse.
Give it to me or I'll kill you and take it.
Not going to happen, maggot. Because you know, and I know, that the first blow that gets landed is going to get us all killed. You're not that stupid.
Hey, would you like to accompany me down to the tunnels?
Bro, I've been meaning to ask you. Do you think it would break the dwarves' law if I...
Yes. Whatever you were thinking of doing, yes. If you have to ask whether something will break the dwarf's law, it probably will.
Oh, I bet you're a hit at parties. Speaking of which, will we see you at the tavern tonight?
Absolutely not. Same as always. Goodbye, Rastasia. And please, stay out of trouble.
I think Rastasia's lonely. Alright, I'll be going.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we gotta find a way to get his stuff. He's walking around like he's ready to kill somebody. Alright, so we got some more townsfolk out and about. Alright, we already talked to Brawl. Oh, we talked to Rastasia.
I'm so glad you decided to come see me.
Where's his
What
wife?
can I do
That guy's
for you,
wife.
sweet thing?
I don't need anything. Let's try going back to us. Well, maybe she's working. Or maybe she mans another shop. Okay. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This feels like kind of like a JRPG and an MMO. Do I need to hit the shops again? Let's see if I can find her. Vernon's fresh produce. So this is Vernon who's in here. There's Vernon now.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Hey, he looks pretty cheerful. What's your story, Vernon?
Me? I'm Vernon, your friendly grocer and all-around nice guy. You want fresh food? You're in the right place. You want... Wait. Did you hear that?
No. What? Hear what? Hear what?
Oh, no. Someone just slid another letter under my door. Could you... do me a favor and grab that before anyone else sees it?
Yeah, sure. I love that name, Vernon. In the Air Force, I had a friend named Vernon. He was this really big black dude. The friendliest guy in the world, extremely loyal to his friends. I mean, I've never met anyone else like him. Like, if you were his friend and someone was, like, talking trash about you, he would confront that person and threaten violence if they didn't shut up. And usually people shut up because, like I said, he was a very intimidating yet jolly giant. Okay, anonymous note. Vernon, you are an abomination. Remember the dwarves' law. The many shall suffer for the sins of one. You may have hidden your sins from the dwarves so far, but they're the least of your worries, neighbor.
Well, what did it say?
What have you been doing, Vernon? Why is somebody writing you threatening notes?
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. It's not as if I'm a vampire or a necromancer or anything. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Oh, I see. You like men.
Nothing gets by you, does it? Sorry, that was mean of me. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in Windhelm like I did, you expect a bit of hostility. I saw enough friends attacked and driven away by angry Nords to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for... what was it? 20 years? Living in the barracks with a dozen other guardsmen, watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. And that's when I came clean. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground on the opposite corner of Skyrim, my openness didn't go well among the Nords of Windhelm. But at least down here, I get to be who I am. Or, at least, I thought that was the case. Perhaps I was wrong.
This doesn't make any sense. The neighbor is saying that being gay could bring down the dwarves onto you because it's and they're all about sin, right? So which of the 9 divines cares about like homosexuality? My guess is none. So this doesn't make sense to me. All right, do you know who's writing these notes?
No, I don't. I keep my personal affairs to myself, and I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. It wouldn't usually bother me. I have a thick skin, and I can handle myself in a fight better than most. But if these threats keep getting worse, eventually my secret admirer is going to get violent and break the dwarves' laws.
That doesn't make any sense either, because he sounds like he's concerned about the dwarves' law. Let me look into it for you.
What? Really? I didn't expect that, but thanks. It's always a relief to meet someone who's so open-minded. I'm glad you're here. I'd start by working out who uses red ink, or blood on their letters. Come back and let me know what you find.
Red ink. Interesting. Our blood. I don't know. My immediate thought goes to Rikers. I already looked down here, didn't I? I sure did. It'd be funny if you found red ink here. How strange would that be? Hey, I still want to talk to Miranda. I want to talk to everybody. Rikers! Come here, you bastard.
What do you want?
Okay, nothing. Go about your day. I'm gonna check Miranda's house for once, unless that's her right there. Nope, that's Lukey. Honest trader. Was anybody in here? No, no one was in here. Maybe Miranda's the honest trader.
Looking to make a purchase, my friend?
Perhaps. What's your story, Deglund?
My story? Well, my name is Deglund, and I'm a merchant, yeah? But people say to me, Deglund, they say, Deglund, why are you a merchant? They find it surprising because I'm such an honest and trustworthy person. And sometimes you hear about your merchants who are, dishonest. Well, I say to those people, I'm not like them. My father used to say to me, Deglund, you can't be like the others. You be a good boy. And I was, my friend. I was not only just a good boy. I was the best boy. The best boy now, and the best merchant, with the best prices for you.
Alright, Deglund. I like your Irish accent. Do you know way out of here?
My friend, you're in luck. I actually do.
You do you?
Let's keep it down, eh? Don't want anyone else to hear, do we? But, I'll be honest with you, my friend. I'm looking after you. There's a bit of a catch. See, it's only gonna work for one person, yeah? I've been keeping it to myself, thinking maybe I'll need it myself one day. But, I'm a reasonable guy, yeah? I reckon I could be, what's the word, persuaded? Persuaded to give it away for, say, 1,000 gold coins?
Not necessarily dishonest, but isn't quite honest. I'd like more information first.
My friend, I can tell you it involves magic.
Okay.
Very special and very rare magic.
Okay.
But, I shouldn't say any more than that. I need to eat,
Isn't there some other way I can... I mean, I got the money, but isn't there some other way I can help you?
Well, I like you, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Business here, it's hard, Really hard. I'm doing it tough, yeah? And if I don't have the coin to pay the Jarl, then I lose my shop. I'm out in the cold. I have no money and no food, yeah? What I'm saying is, I need the money, my friend. That's all I need.
Can I just talk to the Jarl? Alright, let's give him 1,000 gold. What if you came here with no money? What would you do?
Oh, good choice, my friend. You won't regret it. Oh, and if you do, no refunds. Not that it'll matter, because you'll be out of here in no time. And here it is. It's called an elixir of acrobatics. I got it from an alchemist in Morrowind years ago, and I've kept it with me just in case. And now it's all yours. Once you drink it, you'll be able to jump like a skeever on skooma. You should be able to leap up to the shaft at the entrance. Now go, my friend. Get out of here and be free.
I'm wondering why he didn't use himself. Alright, let's drink it. Wrong button, butter. Come on. Where is it? Elixir of acrobatics. Yeah. Did you just poison me, you son of a bitch? Right.
Looking to make a purchase, my friend.
Your elixir didn't work, pal.
I'm not surprised. It was just potato moonshine and a glob of spit for good measure. But don't be too hard on yourself. You're not the first sucker to fall for that old trick, and you won't be the last.
I want my gold back. Alright, Metellus is definitely a threat. Hasn't your scam broken the dwarves' law?
Poof. Looks like the dwarfs weren't too concerned about... what's the word? Enterprises like mine when they wrote their law. Tough luck, eh?
I want my gold back.
I already told you, no refunds. It's my gold now, and there's nothing you can do about it. Gotta remember the dwarf's law, eh?
Give me my gold before I slit your throat.
Hey, take it easy. You want to upset the dwarfs and get us all killed? Here's your money. Take it and get lost.
Alright, I was about to test the dwarves' law, actually. But since you gave me my gold back, fine. Was there any other options here?
To make a purchase, my friend.
Let's see if he has anything worthwhile for sale.
The best wares for you, my friend.
Oh, he's got a lot of stuff. I'm just checking, I mean, just in case you could buy a displayable, you know? Alright, I guess that's it.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so we can talk to Metellus about him. Something tells me we're gonna kill him too. And look, this tunnel's just right here. And honestly, are there? Yeah, there's dwarves' heads. Can't kill him here. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go do that right away. Let's go talk to Metellus right away. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go through the... No, that's the Forgotten City entrance. Well, let's see what's behind this door. What is this? Or is that the way we came in? No, it just led to this floor.
Hello, my friend.
Hey, it's Miranda. What's your story, Miranda?
Oh, there's not much to tell. My husband Hijinx runs the clothing store in town. You should stop by. I'm sure you'll leave looking much better. Not that you don't look good now.
I look great. I know I look good.
You know, nice clothes are... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm no good at selling anything. I guess that's why they've got me sweeping the floors day in, day out. Well, that, and we weren't invited to be layabouts in the Jarl's Citadel.
Layabouts?
Did you see anyone working in the Citadel? I'll bet you didn't. They just amuse themselves all day while those of us down here do all the work. And why? Because Hijinx's a Redguard and I'm a Breton. I bet if we were both Imperial, it'd be a different story. The worst part is we left Solitude to get away from bigoted Nords after our son died. But here the Imperials are even worse.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense either. This is a little bit of the mod author's politics being injected in his mod. Oh, well, it's his mod. He can do what he wants. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What happened to your son? Well, we know what happened.
No offense, but I'd rather not talk about it. Too many painful memories. And besides, there are enough sad stories around this place as it is. But if you're interested, you can talk to my husband, Hijinx, in his shop, Firefly Finery.
Yeah, we already did that. Ever thought about challenging the Jarl? Why do we keep bringing this up?
What would we do? Start a rebellion? No way. Not after the dwarves' warning. You know, the many shall suffer for the sins of the one, and all that.
So you believe the dwarves' warning, huh?
I'd be a fool not to. If you're not convinced, you should go and talk to Broll in his chambers. He knows more about the dwarves than anyone.
Already talked to Brawl. Can I ask you something else?
Of course.
And that's it.
All right.
Do you know a way out of here?
If I did, Habik and I probably wouldn't be here. But Ulrin's wife managed to escape a while back. He doesn't like to talk about it, but you might be able to get him to open up, I suppose.
Alright, ask Ulrin about the disappearance of his wife. Alright, I'll be going now.
Nice to talk to you. See you soon.
Alright, Miranda. Were we on this level? I don't remember going.
Hello, my friend.
I don't remember going through that bottom door. Bow, dagger. I don't remember this. What is this? Looks like a pool of water. Maybe this is where they take their baths. Communal bath, maybe? Nah. There's no benches. Okay. Is there a way to access the upper floors from this? Doesn't look like it. Alright. And I think I'm gonna give the skooma to the Jarl's daughter. Well, let me see. I don't know. Maybe I won't be able to find more skooma though. No, that's not it. No, it doesn't say either or. I don't think. Yeah, it's not either or. So maybe I will be able to find some more skooma. Maybe I'll find in somebody's chest or something. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Metalis and tell him about Rikers, I guess. No, not Rikers. The honest trader, Vernon. You are unworthy of that name, Vernon. Alright, let's head all the way up. Did we want to talk to Dominus about something? I forget.
Get away from me, peasant. I don't want anyone seeing us together.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so that's how we get him down to the tunnels. Alright, not gonna do that just yet. Okay, Metalis isn't out on his balcony. Indigo's exhausted from running up and down these ramps. There he is. Have you thought about setting up a patio on your balcony? That'd be a nice place to sit and look over your kingdom.
Hello again, my friend. Any word about the matter we discussed?
I can't tell him about Domitus.
I'll talk to you soon, I hope.
Okay, so I guess the next step would be I could continue exploring, or I could take Dominus down to the tunnels.
Hello again, my friend.
Let's walk away from
Any
him.
word about the matter we discussed?
Okay, I'm going to continue exploring the rest of this town, and then after that, we'll take Dominus down to the tunnels. And we're going to do that in the next episode. So thank you for coming by, guys. You guys are amazing. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next episode.